We are experiencing a red sea across the board. I don't think there is a lot of stocks that are up today. Okay, there might be some, but not all of them, not the usual you would expect them to be up on the day. Even Tesla started great and then pulled back. So obviously AMC, as many other of my stocks, all of my stocks are red, okay? And the reason behind it, maybe a couple of them that you read here and there on news, but one of the two major that I see being really behind this red sea, first of all, India, it's being up again in terms of COVID cases, so they had a lot of holidays lately. They had a lot of religious celebrations, and by looking at some of the pictures I saw on the internet and social media, there weren't a lot of social distancing. But since the beginning of the month of April and I believe end of March, we're already seeing a lot of cases going up there, so even though vaccines are ramping up in other parts of the country, of the world, it doesn't seem like it is the case in India. So even though we do have vaccines, and to me that is something that may be a little bit of a reaction from the investor, just because we already have vaccines. So if cases are going up, why is it something that will push the prices down? Which to me isn't the main reason why markets are such down today. So the other reason is margin calls, guys. We've seen not only with AMC, but we've seen with other stocks that the regulators are trying to really, starting to bring on neck, or at least enforce some of the restrictions that will prevent hedge funds to have a same scenario as we had with Archegos Capital, that will create a domino effect. Because whenever these hedge funds short companies, they are using high leverage. They are using a ton of money. And some of that money might come from banks, okay? So whenever they fall because the strategy didn't pay off, they have to repay. And repayment means losses, because they have to repay much more than what they took, like a loan, all right? So the banks who are majorly working with them in providing that capital are also impacted. Now the SEC is saying we need to put a stop to this. And there is a new enforcement that will get into effect on April 22nd. And I guess a lot of people are now trimming the positions back, so that's why crypto, in tech, in cyclical, in reopening trades, in whatever stock, mainly all of them are red today, because I think those hedge funds and even other people being dragged on, the market going down, are also with stop losses and margin call kicking in. They have to get out, so whenever they get out, it adds an additional selling pressure onto the market, and as a result we have a red sea days like today. So to me, that's one of the main reasons, and it may be in favor for AMC, because as soon as we have those rules restricted or into place, definitely the shorts will have either to consider getting back or reducing capital, which if they don't have, then they are falling into a margin call. And we all know this is the start of the whole thing to start falling into our favor. All right, so guys, I'll continue to update what the markets are doing, but guys, the only thing to do right now, it's nothing, meaning hold. Thank you for watching.